The Adult ADHD Playbook. Daily Strategies for Focus, Organization, and Finishing What You Start. By Bill Ray, DC, DACS. Welcome. I'm Dr. Billy Brain. If you've been living with adult ADHD, I want you to know something before we begin. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not lacking intelligence. In fact, many adults with ADHD are incredibly creative, hardworking, compassionate, and capable. The problem isn't your potential. The problem is that your brain processes attention, motivation, and organization differently. Today, I want to share some of the strategies from my new book, The Adult ADHD Playbook, Daily Strategies for Focus, Organization, and Finishing What You Start. My goal is simple: to help you understand your brain so you can finally stop fighting it and start working with it. If you'd like even more brain health resources, videos, and books, visit FixMyBrainToday.com. You'll find practical tools designed to help you improve your focus, memory, and overall brain performance. Understanding the ADHD brain. Let's start with something that surprises many people. ADHD is not simply an attention problem, it's an executive function problem. Executive functions are the brain's management system. They help you plan, prioritize, organize, start tasks, stay focused, regulate emotions, and finish what you begin. When these systems don't work efficiently, everyday life becomes exhausting. Maybe you sit down to pay bills and suddenly you're reorganizing the kitchen. Maybe you walk into a room and completely forget why you're there. Maybe you promise yourself you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow becomes next week. Sound familiar? These are common experiences with ADHD, and they don't mean you failed. They mean your brain needs different strategies. Why starting is so hard? One of the biggest frustrations I hear from patients is this: "Doctor, I know exactly what I need to do. I just can't get myself started." That isn't a character flaw. The ADHD brain often struggles with motivation because it depends heavily on dopamine, the neurotransmitter involved in reward, interest, and motivation. If a task doesn't feel immediately rewarding or urgent, getting started can feel like pushing a car uphill. One strategy from the book is the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you're only going to work on the task for 5 minutes. That's it. Once your brain gets moving, momentum often takes over. Remember, starting is usually harder than continuing. Time blindness. Another hidden challenge is something called time blindness. People with ADHD often underestimate how long tasks take or lose track of time completely. That's why visual timers, calendars, alarms, and scheduled routines can become your external brain. Don't think of these tools as signs of weakness. Think of them as glasses for your executive functions. They're simply helping your brain do what it naturally struggles to do. Organization that actually works. Many organization systems fail because they're too complicated. The ADHD brain needs simplicity. One home for your keys, one place for your wallet, one notebook, one task list. Reduce decisions, reduce clutter, reduce visual distractions. Every decision your brain doesn't have to make saves mental energy. That's one of the major themes throughout the Adult ADHD Playbook. If you're looking for printable planners, brain health guides, and additional educational materials, you'll find them at FixMyBrainToday.com. Finishing what you start. Starting isn't the only problem. Finishing can be just as difficult. Many adults with ADHD have closets full of unfinished projects, half-read books, abandoned hobbies, and incomplete goals. Why? Because novelty creates dopamine. Once something becomes routine, the excitement fades. That's why the book teaches practical strategies like breaking projects into tiny milestones, creating visible finish lines, building accountability, rewarding completion instead of waiting for perfection. Progress, not perfection, is what rewires habits over time. Managing emotional overload. ADHD isn't just about attention. Many adults experience emotional overwhelm. Small frustrations may feel enormous. Criticism may linger for days. Stress can make concentration even harder. That's why emotional regulation is part of improving executive function. Simple practices like daily walking, regular exercise, breathing exercises, quality sleep, hydration, and mindfulness can help support a calmer, more resilient brain. Small daily habits often produce meaningful changes over time. Building a brain-friendly lifestyle. Your brain is part of your body. That means lifestyle matters. Exercise increases blood flow and supports brain health. Good sleep helps consolidate memories and restore attention. Proper hydration supports normal brain function. Balanced nutrition helps stabilize energy throughout the day. While these habits aren't cures for ADHD, they can make it easier for your brain to perform at its best. The book includes practical daily routines designed to make these habits easier to maintain. Creating your personal success system after testing your brain. A cognitive management program, neurofeedback, can be designed specifically for you. Here's something I tell every patient. Don't try to become someone else's version of organized. Build a system that fits your brain. Use reminders if you need reminders. Use timers if you need timers. Use sticky notes. Use calendars. Use apps. Use accountability partners. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency. When your systems fit the way your brain works, life becomes much less stressful. Closing message. First, test your brain to see how it is working with painless, quick QEEG, electrical brain waves, FNIRS, brain oxygenation, and HRV, heart-brain coherence testing. If you spent years feeling frustrated because you couldn't stay organized, finish projects, or focus the way other people seem to, I hope today's conversation has encouraged you. Adult ADHD doesn't define who you are. With understanding, practical tools, and consistent habits, many people learn to manage ADHD more effectively and build successful, meaningful lives. That's exactly why I wrote the Adult ADHD Playbook, Daily Strategies for Focus, Organization, and Finishing What You Start. You'll discover practical exercises, worksheets, daily routines, organization strategies, focus techniques, and a 30-day action plan designed to help you make steady progress. For additional books, educational videos, downloadable resources, and brain wellness tools, I invite you to visit FixMyBrainToday.com. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I'm Dr. Billy Brain, reminding you that understanding your brain is one of the first steps toward improving your life. Take care of your brain, and your brain will take better care of you.